To get started with the first race of the day. We're underway with the last 16, or the pre-quarterfinal races for the mixed doubles, the open age men's and women's solos, before we get into the finals of this afternoon. So just 3 boat classes to move through the last 16, it's called, the pre-quarterfinal round. Lining up fit here first, though, we have USA's Malachi Anderson and Britt Wotovich against Japan's Hashimoto Genki and Matsuda Minami. Just a few moments until the start of this race. Their boats are already in the water. Britt Wotovich here for the USA, sprinting alongside Matsuda Minami. Here we go then. The first race of the last day of racing here at the 2023 World Rowing Beach Sprint Finals, Barletta, Italy. Both of these athletes making it down to their boats at the same time. If you joined us yesterday, you'll have heard our commentary around the changing conditions here. It's slightly choppier this morning than it was yesterday morning, and the wind will start to pivot round as the heat of the day warms up the land. We'll expect to see a much more offshore wind coming onshore and affecting the wave conditions. It was very pan flat yesterday morning, but this morning slightly breezier with the wind moving from the land to the sea. But the USA have made the better of this start, coming up towards the second pencil buoy, just over a length up. So they started off at the same time, so slightly better speed coming from Malachi Anderson and Britt Wotovich. Only one of these boats gets through to the last 8, i.e. the quarter-finals. Britt Wotovich, she was silver medalist back in 2021 when the beach sprints were in Oeiras, Portugal, racing in the mixed double. We also have Malachi Anderson taking a silver medal last year in the under-19 men's double, but Malachi Anderson yesterday took a silver medal in the men's solo, the under-19 men's solo. So he's already going home with a medal from this event. Look at this, the Americans have gone very, very long around that buoy, so they've added a great deal of distance to the rowing they've got to do. You can see the wave formations coming in at a diagonal angle to the direction of the course. That makes it just that much harder for them, A, to turn around that first buoy because it's pushing them away from it, and also to make sure that they stay straight when the waves are coming in on the diagonal, trying to push them off course. So let's see how they handle the navigation. You can see that the USA boat not quite straight, but they do have quite a large safety margin coming into the last 100 or so meters of the C section. Malachi Anderson, he'll be doing the running up the beach. Student at the University of Miami, studying mechanical engineering, and looks like they've earned themselves quite a comfortable safety margin here. This being the last 16, i.e. the pre-quarterfinals. They will race again if they get through to the last 8. Those races will be later on this afternoon, where they'll go through the knockout rounds. This is a knockout round too, but they'll go through the fast format knockout rounds, where you have the quarterfinals, immediately followed by the semifinals, immediately followed by the finals, all within the space of about 45 minutes. That's why this is a power endurance event. It's a max effort sprint. No challengers coming into the beach here. The waves not really causing any issues to these experienced coastal athletes. Malachi Anderson then had a light jog. He's let his braid out. Yesterday he had a little bit of a plait through his hair. I think he's just decided that today's going to be a loose hair day, and good for him too. They take the win in this first race of the day with a 2:53 their time. So we look forward to seeing them in the next round. Super performance from Hashimoto Genki and Matsuda Minami of Japan, but they will be going home now. They've had a super tournament thus far, because of course we had the time trials for this category. Japan were 16th in that time trial to face against the USA, who were the winners of that time trial. So that's the way that this format works. Time trials plot you into these pre-quarterfinal rounds, first against 16th, and then this next race will be the second place from the time trial against the 15th place from the time trial. So Great Britain was second, Cyprus were 15th, and therefore lining up in this second